Ward 33, Ocean Terrace, Long Branch. Councilman Vieira, did you ever arrange a meeting with representatives of the Safari Torah, 213 Lennox Avenue for future construction?
No, I did not.
You never arranged a meeting with the mayor, with members of the Safari Torah?
No, I did not, Mr.
Okay. Councilman Vieira, you're a liar. You're a liar. We'll continue this. Let your face turn red. The Menachem Shabbat, your face is always red, it's going to be redder. With more lies.
Please refrain from calling people names.
Calling what?
People names.
What did I call as a name?
You called him a liar.
And that's a fact.
No, it's not.
It's a fact, Ms. Wittes. Do not judge
You're going to
my
be up
statements.
here. If you're going to be up there,
I'm continuing
please sit down.
on the Menachem Shabbat. We understand they've now come to the city for full tax exemption on the building. They want to get out of the commercial part of the building. If they don't get the tax exemption, they're going to leave the commercial sections empty. Nice. We did an overlay to accommodate them. The city did, not me. And this is what they're doing to us on a building and a use that shouldn't be there. We're watching this one. We're watching this one. Because any full tax exemption for the Menachem Shabbat building is counterproductive to the West End overlay and literally spits in the face of every resident of the city of Long Branch. Tonight, Council, you adopted Ordinance 819. And yet you have a resolution that came on today authorizing contract for review and evaluation of the police department. In other words, you're hiring a consultant government strategy group for 1 year, totaling $43,900. Hope it doesn't take a year to get results. Notice under the scope of work to be done, discipline is mentioned throughout. The review of civilian complaints, which has been a joke in this city, and the review of internal affairs, which has been another cruel joke. Also the grievance procedure, which has been deplorable. The resolution goes on to state it will be conducting interviews with a whole host of city personnel, and yet nowhere in this resolution, excuse me, does it mention having interviews with victims of LBPD, or citizens or civilians of this city that have issues with LBPD. The purpose, scope, and detail described in the proposal states as, quote, decrease future professional liability expenses. That explains itself in the past year what's been taking place with LBPD. Because of this legal liability exposure increasingly incurred by LBPD, there's an understanding as to why the city has to address the situation. However, in the alternative to a consultant, the following could have been done by the city. Particularly over the past 2 years, there should have already been in place a civilian review board. Patty Fisher has been bringing this up for 1.5 years. Had there been a civilian review board, we would have been ahead of the curve in dealing with issues of LBPD. Also, in addition to that, we could have asked the State Attorney General to come in. Number 3, we could have enforced the Garrity warnings, where disciplinary measures could have been done departmentally with termination. The Garrity hasn't been touched by this city. Could have called the State Attorney General in to run the police department, along with the state police. We could deal with past members of LBPD. One to mention Charles King, Long Branch's version of Serpico to LBPD. You could have also brought in Solomon Dweck under the subpoena, which this council failed to do, so that he can inform this council of the current of LBPD with Solomon Dweck, but just won't go there. I may add with Charlie King, both Councilman Selly and Mayor Pallone, as part of the Schneider team, prevented any disclosure of information by Mr. King on LVPD.
Thank you, Mr. King, for your time is up.
This is junk government. Never forget.